You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, man, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under YAHANNA they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's going to all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family. This is what has been done to us here. And it's just a small example of what has happened to us in this slavery for 400 years. And remember something else. Somebody else give me the one in the New Testament where Christ said, in the beginning, you know, a man and a woman to get married. Moses gave you a bill of divorce. Right. Pull that scripture for me. Tell me when you got the first one.
I got it.
Go ahead and read it.
General. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 29, verse 28. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of the Most High, the kingdom of the Most High is come unto you. Verse 29. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods?
Right. How you get into a strong man's house and destroy it? Right. How you destroy his house? How do you destroy black men out of their nation? Go ahead.
Except he first buy the strong man.
Bind the strong man. You got to first tie up that strong man. Right. Now, we was tied up in slavery. Then he just beat us down until tying us up was able to be done without chains. Right. That's where we at now. We tied up without chains. And it is why a movie like this can just go out and make millions of dollars, and nobody even has a conscience about what may have been done.
That's it.
Nobody even think about it.
That's it.
When meanwhile, this thing here was a gigantic multi-million-dollar scam on black people and black men's character, man. And absolutely campaigning boost to the black homosexual community, which they have been pushing straight out of what's the college over there in Baltimore?
Howard?
No, in Baltimore. The one that they was running the coronavirus charting under. Oh, I forget the name of it. The one where the first open heart surgery was. Training black men to be homosexuals from young. Okay, in the prison system, in the foster care system, they were the ones tracking all the numbers and seeing the effects of it. And they found out that it was good for them because it meant that black men would become more palatable and able to be influenced. So what did they do? Go ahead. So an influence. So what did they do? They turned around and, you know, pushed that campaign.
Right.
And so now they got, look at the millions they got behind them now.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got millions and took and stole Joe Jackson's legacy.
Right.
Stole it from him and Kathy. And instead turned it into a big campaign for the homosexual life.
Please,
Cat.
So heavy what you bringing out is
Cat,
that
come on, you want to get into
any time that you see, you know, black masculinity being attacked like this through a movie, through radio, the whole point is so the white man could be your father. Exactly. He wants to be your spiritual father. As you seen in the movie, they making the record execs and the cat that Michael deal with, like they should get the credit for his success. When the credits of his success should be towards his father, not towards them. Right. You know, and it's so heavy that they come out with a movie like when 80% of black homes are already destroyed. This goes to show you that this man is trying to completely wipe you out, which is why a leader like Commander General YAHANNA is so important. We want to thank under Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? We want to thank Commander General YAHANNA for coming. He didn't have to do this. He didn't have to come to Gary to shoot this film. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing this so you brothers and sisters can wake up to the attack and the assault that the black and brown family is under. So I just want to thank you for coming out doing that.
For that. All right, so can I get that other scripture? You got it? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is Matthew's, the 19th chapter, and the 8th verse. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives.
Right, because our hearts was hardened when we came out of Egypt. Because why? The Egyptians taught us to hate our wives, just like America teaching us to hate our wives. So our hearts was hardened.
they made our women harlots. So of course we didn't want to deal with that. But so Moses said, well, to get us out of here and keep us all together, I'm gonna let y'all divorce her. If she ain't right, you can prove she ain't right, I'm gonna let you divorce her. And he knew it wasn't the original law, but he trying to save these people out of here. So he turned around and passed that law for us to try to, you know, be able to still function. And how did that happen? Being under the Egyptians, man. What has happened to the black all over the internet? People is arguing and debating over relationships and what's right and what's wrong, and can you do this and can you do that? And all this, the whole debate is because the slave master has destroyed the structure of the family. He destroyed it with things like this. He destroyed the structure of the family. And more importantly, destroyed the structure of the black man's image so that he could destroy the family, which in essence was binding the strong man without chains, which is what he did. Read on.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
But in the beginning, it wasn't so. Once we got out of here and was out of here for a decent period of time, we was able to fix us and put our marriages back together and put our families back together. And that's what made it right. You know what I mean? So we should wake up. We should open our eyes that so much is being done to us that we're totally unaware of. But now is the time to become aware of it. Go ahead.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso married her, which is put away, doth commit adultery.
Right. Christ tried to set the record straight. You can't just decide to sleep with a woman, throw her away, and then you go get another one. Christ said that's adultery. You understand? And you can't just see some woman who the brother threw away wrongfully and say you gonna creep up there and now marry her. Christ said you commit adultery too. You know what I mean? So these are the kind of things we need back in our world. You know what I mean? We instead of arguing all day on the internet on what a woman could do and what a relationship should be and how it should be and all this old bullshit, we need to go back to the rules that's already been written 5,000 years ago for us to rock on out. Then we can get on the bigger problems, you know what I'm saying? Like the black man's image, like the image of blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, like the struggle that we have that's always in the hands of somebody else. We can't get to that if we all stuck on how can I be in a relationship? Should I be in this, that, and the other? Joe and Catherine gave us a blueprint, man. They gave us a straight up blueprint. You got 9, stick together, struggle together, pay for them kids together. You understand? Work hard at it to do it. Discipline them kids. All that is in the movie, but it ain't in the movie showing Joe and Catherine like they did it right. You know what I mean? It's in the movie to show him as a demon in the whole damn movie. You know what I mean? Which is evil ahead and evil as hell. And we're gonna speak on things like this in Hollywood, man. So I said what I wanted to say on the cat. You know what I mean? I'm so mad.
If I can say
I want
one
to get
more
off this
thing,
block so goddamn bad.
You know what I mean?
And I want to see that steel mill that Joe suffered in trying to raise these 9 babies. Go ahead. What was you want to say?
Where all the black movie producers and directors, Tyler Perry's to fix this?
Exactly.
Where they at? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna let our oppressor make a movie and downtrodden his brother's masculinity and his fatherhood, but where all the black, because there's gonna be a ton of black people complaining. You know, they're seeing what we sing, but where y'all at to fix it?
Right.
You know, I just wanted to say that, General. And like you said,
he put on and dressed his damn self. So sorry.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But that's okay. In time, we'll be strong enough to do these things.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? In time, we'll make the movie and they won't have to.
Damn right.
Right or wrong. You know what I mean? Once again, this nation can and will do everything it can to bring this nation back, and it'll have everything it needs. I cannot wait, like you bringing out, Cat. I can't wait till we have the day where we can now not go by what somebody else says about us. We can now turn around and keep the propaganda at a minimal by putting out those things that are accurate in this world. I just watched a white woman come on Black Authentic Truth's channel, and she said black men demonize the news and demonize every day as being criminals and leaving their kids and all that. She said, let me tell you
a secret. Now, this is according to her. You can go to Black Authentic Truth to find out. She said what you don't know is that a white man kills his whole family every day in the United States. That's what she said. I was like, what? She said every day in the United States, there's a white man who kills his family. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, in the news, if you had to guess just based on the propaganda, you would believe black men is the most horrible men in the world. Right. When the statistics say 85% of black men stay with their family. Right. 85%. That's what the stats say. Yeah, right. That ain't what's on the campaign. That's not the propaganda. Right. But that's what the stats say. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and if nobody don't bring it out, then we just look like, evil men that don't care about our kids and our family. Right, and brothers like Joe Jackson and Catherine Jackson, his wife, don't never get recognized for the amazing work that they did. Damn right. You understand? This is Joe Jackson house. Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah, Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Falling to rise no more. To rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's real every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just wanna be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You in the way, better move, nigga. That follow no way gon' be cruel, nigga. Say you gon' make it that tool, nigga. Matter of fact,
Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's good, and it's worth something.
This is Blackwatch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Blackwatch. Let the show begin.
What's going on, Israel? I.S.U.P.K.com. I don't know if I jumped on top of the end of that intro, man, but it was a beautiful intro, man. What's going on, all Israel? Oh man, I'm out here having a ball all out here in the Midwest, man. I'm acting like I'm out of control. First of all, big shout out to Captain Malquad and his whole team up here in Chicago. Big shout out to Captain DeBar Moth and his whole team, man. These brothers, man, getting it on out in the Midwest, man. And so big shout out to all of y'all. Big shout out, of course, to the heavy hitters in the building on the East Coast. Unstoppable. You understand? My team, General Muhammad in the house. Give it up. General Micah Allah in the house. Give it up. Is Haas up in here with us too?
Not yet, sir.
He on his way. Big shout out to General Haas. We still give it up to him because he always in the game. He'll be here in a second. You understand? Also to listen, I got to give credit to the ground team over here. All right, y'all want to run the names on the your back office team? Run them down to me, real quick. You can just tell me him and I'll run into him.
Oh, okay. You want in the brothers in the room?
Your team, the team you work with every night with the show and all that.
Oh yeah, Cole Khan, shout out to Officer 5000, Woman One.
All right, Officer 5000.
Cole Khan, sir.
I'm a one.
Cole Khan, sir. And then we got Officer 500, Bonnie Yah.
Bonnie Yah going on. Go ahead.
Cole Khan, sir. Then we got Officer 50, Rakamia Allah.
Rakamia Allah holding it down. All right. Did we get you in there?
Oh yeah, Cole Khan, sir.
Go ahead.
Cole Khan, sir. Also myself.
Okay, no sweat. Big shout out to y'all, man, doing a hell of a team. They be traveling. They be doing their thing all trifecta, Chicago, Milwaukee, wherever they go. They whole team coming, rocking on out, man. You know what I mean? Big shout out to I.S.U.P.K, who's newly raised captain. You understand? Captain of Gary, Indiana, man, had a wonderful cookout out there with us. Took us on out there to see Joe Jackson's crib. You understand? It was, I was more mad than a mother when I saw Joe Jackson's crib and how they put his sodomite son, the one son that went damn near all the way sodomite, transvestite. They named the house after him, after Joe Jackson busted his behind to raise 9 children in that house that never became drug addicts, murderers, drug dealers, you understand, or whores or prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But it was stolen from him like it's stolen from so many black men. Somebody got to stand up on our side. So that guy said, so big shout out to him. I also, you know what I'm saying, don't get to shout another part of my team that rarely gets to a shout out. I got to see him this weekend as well. And that's Officer Napatazab, man, out from the Midwest, man. He came on through as well. The round table of truth. Captain, wait a minute, Captain, right? Captain Napatazab. So many captains now. Got to get y'all all captain rank now. Let's see what's going on in So Napatazab, he came through also, who puts the stories together, man, and rocks that whole thing out with us as well. And his team, he got a couple brothers rolling with him and his team, and they always getting it on. And then, of course, I got to hold my team, my Blackwatch team. They monsters. These cats right here, this team coming up, they monsters. They creatures from another place. Officer Marah, Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibahayah, Officer Mathumyah. These brothers holding it down. Okay, keeping the generals all rocking right and looking good. Classes going on. Everything is tight. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Y'all in the house. Big shout out to you. What's up, Muhammad? What's up, my yacht? You know what I'm saying? Y'all good to go? What's going on? So Marah, let's go on and rock these stories out because a lot's going on. We're gonna talk about the hantavirus today. We also gonna talk about the gerrymandering that went down in Memphis and in St. Louis and is going to spread across the whole country. Florida has already passed their SAFE Act measures before the Senate even voted on it. So that's going down as well. America's trying to shut down on you, and they got good reason to want to shut down on you because left alone, you'll take over the whole goddamn country. With your skills and abilities and tenacity, your ability to invent, your righteousness, the way you try to always do right, how much you praise the Lord is just a bad combination for a wicked nation. And it drives them crazy that you remain moving in the right direction. And of course, it's all going to pan out because Christ ain't going to let it happen. Go ahead. Let's get down.
Khan, sir.
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I mean. Racist who terrorize black family cries and begs in the viral courtroom video. But here's the sad truth no one is talking about.
Like, listen, yeah, she's sad now because, of course, a bunch of them are getting severely punished. You understand, for that white racist behavior. And here's what's the heavy about this story. The heavy about this story that Yadiah is about to read is that, in generals, of course, y'all jump in anytime, is that these Edomites are so comfortable harming and killing and destroying us that if they have to pay for it, if all of a sudden one day they got to pay for it, they are out of their mind shocked that they have to actually pay for brutalizing black people. Like, they are so comfortable and free. We're doing so much evil to us that it's a shocker. And that's exactly what happened here. Keep going if you would, Marah. Y'all jump in anytime. Somebody hit me again with this thing, this old thing right here. If you could, yeah, just pass it to me. Thank you. Go ahead, yo. I appreciate it again. Tuwada, you can just leave it there on the table. I just had it. Yeah, okay, Tuwada, I don't want to. Please, Tuwada, so much. Very kind of you. Go ahead, Murad. I don't mean to hold you up.
Khan, sir.
I mean, you're dying, Salaki, you die.
Khan, sir. In 2015, Norton and her partner at the time, Jose Joe Torres, went on a racist rampage against a black family, celebrating their 8-year-old's birthday with a cookout in a bouncy castle in their Douglasville yard.
Now remember, they in their own yard with a bouncy house celebrating their 8-year-old's birthday. Cap, you want to come on, get up in there? Come on, get you a seat, man. Okay, and then what? And let's read what they did. Come on with it.
Khan, sir. Armed with shotguns.
Now wait a minute. Am I talking over the video? I didn't mean to talk over the video. Y'all playing the video?
There's no sound on it.
Oh, okay. We'll come back and play. We'll come back and play the video as well. But go ahead. Let's keep reading the story out because they got to know the story, which is amazing.
Khan, sir. Khan, armed with shotguns and traveling in a convoy of pickup trucks that had been terrorizing.
Listen, armed with shotguns. Armed with shotguns. You playing me or the video, y'all? Which one? You got the volume on the video, or you want me to go?
No, so you two wild. Keep going, sir.
Okay. Armed with shotguns, fam. To come after a family with an 8-year-old kid celebrating their birthday. Now, if you had done that, if some brothers had done that to a white family, you'd get life in prison, if not killed, by the time the cops got there. Like this white man don't believe in any fair human play. Like you done spent 400 years being a subhuman. 400 years. Invented everything, built the country up, financed everything, fought every war, just to constantly be pushed into subhuman status. It's what we suffered in Egypt 4,000 years ago. And it's why no heathen was ever created to actually be in charge of a goddamn thing. You got to have Christ in charge because they'll never, ever be just to anybody but their own damn self. Okay. Go ahead. Give me some more, Murad, before I play the video because it's incredible what happened.
Khan. Norton and Torres pointed weapons at partygoers, hurled a barrage of slurs, and waved Confederate flags.
Say what? Can you give him another one? Oh, no, too late? Because you got a good one on me. I'd like to keep it. If you can give him another one. Okay. I'm sorry, Murad. Read that part again. Stick with me. Bring me back into it.
Khan, sir. Norton and Torres pointed weapons at partygoers, hurled a barrage of slurs, and waved Confederate flags.
Imagine that. Imagine the terror after all these years. You could have a brother do that for now, but till you get the camera set up. In case Cap want to jump in, you know, man. We'll just switch it back and forth. Then he'll get another one in. Real quick, y'all. Salaki fam. I mean, imagine that. You black. And you in your yard playing with your kids, and some white people show up with shotguns. Your 8-year-old kid is in the yard celebrating their birthday. They show up with shotguns, Confederate flags to make it clear that we white supremacists, we hate you black people, you the enemy, and terrorize them in that backyard. And of course, no outrage from white America. You know, this is just a bad thing and they're going to get convicted and they're going to get some time. If a black person had it, it would be riots of white people. And you can't never. That's why Martin Luther King and these stupid black leaders are the reason why you will never have anything, because they will never. You can't beg your way out of slavery. You have to call on the Lord. You cannot beg your way out of slavery. They were mad at Moses because they were trying to beg their way out of slavery. The Lord said, you go tell Pharaoh what I said. And when Pharaoh didn't listen, the Lord plagued Pharaoh till he almost break the whole country till he had to let us go. You cannot beg your way out of slavery. Give me some more.
And sir, if I can, Please tell you that these oppressors, these people that oppress us, shall not show any regard for the young or the old. Like they see the children, they see everybody playing, but they just don't give a damn. They pull out their shotguns and show their flags, and you know they know what black people think of that. They know when we see that, we think, oh man, we might die. When you see Confederate flags and shotguns. And the children are there.
Sorry, go ahead, General.
I yield, sir.
No, I didn't mean to make you yield. Go ahead.
No, that was it. So it showed you that they don't give a damn, and we scared to death, and they happy with it. Like I noticed with every video with some brother or sister trying to show some black consciousness, one thing they do, even I think on the Senate floor, council floor, there was some brother that had some political affiliation. He was telling these crackers, boy, he was telling them these I don't know if they were senators and congressmen. I should have got the names and the titles, but he was letting them know in this meeting, in this congressional type meeting, that you know they are being racist. He called them thieves and murderers. Y'all trying to do this with the districting, like you brought out earlier. And the Edomite got mad and said, "You're not going to call me names. You're not. Are you referring to me?" He said, "Well, if you are stealing from black people and we can't fight you on it, then that is robbery, and I'm gonna call you a thief." He said, "You're not going to call me names." Then one of his colleagues, a black man, said, "Well, wait a minute. He has a First Amendment right to say what he wants. The First Amendment covers all of that. He could say what he wants, and he could say it how he wants. It's called freedom of speech." And so the brother said, "Well, can I continue?" But one thing I noticed in them, because what they saying sound right, and they know who the devil is, but it's like they still give too much respect to these people. You know what I'm saying? Even in their anger and them telling the truth about them and telling them how horrible they are, it's an element of respect still in them for these people, and admiration. I didn't even call it admiration. For these people. Slack you, sir. I yield.
Listen, you so right. I'm gonna pass it, but I just got to say something on what you said, Maya, which is so right. And they learned that from Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King taught them to be a good behaved Negro, even when they sicking dogs on you, water hose, busting you in the head with nightsticks, whatever they do, you just be a good black person, and life is going to get right. And of course, at the end, they passed the Civil Rights Bill and then poured dope all into the black community. Right. They're never going to be right with you. You know what I mean? Even if you fight tooth and nail and get brutalized from them, they'll finally give you the Civil Rights Bill. And after they give you the Civil Rights Bill, they'll spend the next 50 years destroying your sons and daughters so you never go nowhere. White people will never give you an upper hand. They just not in them to do it. And it is why you have got to serve the Lord. Why the prophets is saying what they saying. Like the Lord brought us in the earth at the right time, 1969, so that you could learn and come together and wake up and come out of this mad world, man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you something too, man. In the near future, the people are going to start rejecting these people. They're going to reject them, and they're going to start calling for brothers and sisters who are really, really on the side of the people. They were fooled a little bit by Black Lives Matter. People was fooled by that, and people got on board with it because they didn't know better. But as they growing and learning and growing, they're going to learn the better way to do this. And for sure, it is not going to be these type of Uncle Toms like General Mayak is bringing out who just got the, like, in other words, damn near, Esau done taught us, you can argue against me in a nice way, and I'll listen to you a little bit, but you be a nice man, even though I'm bashing your fucking head in, excuse my friend. You be a good boy, and I'll hear you. And brother, that's not how you get out of slavery. Damn right. The Lord got the Hunter virus gonna get more you out of slavery than all this politic bullshit. God. That Hunter virus ain't, he don't turn back. Damn right. He gonna put you to death. Damn right. Please,
it's damn near like our people, like you saying.
Oh, Salaki, General Muhammad speaking. You got to be on it to switch him on. Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Muhammad.
Oh, I'll wait for my required, sir. My apologies.
Okay, so
I just want to slack it, General. I just wanted to say it seems like our people got to be plagued. They have to see Esau getting plagued in order for them to turn to the Lord. Yeah, it's exactly what happened in Egypt with Moses. the Lord plagued the hell out of them to where our people now wanted to serve our God. And I think that's the same thing that has to take place here. They have to see this empire get weakened.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think the Lord doing that with the Third World War, like the plague that you just mentioned right before we started the show, General.
Yeah.
Seeing this the economy get shook.
Yep.
And just seeing him lose his power, I think is going to wake a lot of brothers and sisters up. I just want to say
you're so right. You're so right. Go ahead, General. I'm Salakia.
Sir, if I could just say one thing, I know a lot of white people out there watching this show tonight, not understanding why the Israelite School of UPK calls white people our oppressor. But there are 3 stories that happened this week, sir, that are all connected. First of all, this story we're reading right now, where a black family is celebrating a birthday, and the sheer joy that this family was having made white people so angry that they had to come up with trucks and shotguns and Confederate flags to stop them from feeling comfortable enough to be happy. Like white people saw black people being happy, celebrating. White people saw that happiness and knew that that happiness was dangerous.
Damn.
Came up with shotguns and pickup trucks and Confederate flags to stop it. Also this week, can I tell you 2 more stories, sir?
Please.
Also this week, a black woman reporter went in front of Donald Trump and asked him a completely reasonable question about the Iran war and the price of gas. And Donald Trump called her a bitch.
On national TV?
On national TV in front of the White House. It was on my phone every 5 minutes. I had to, on purpose, not watch it because I can't take it. You get the point. I on purpose said
I totally get it. Like did she respond, General?
Sir, here we go. That's my point, sir. He called her a bitch. She said nothing. And I'm watching like, do these people think he is a king? Maybe they think he is a king. Are you telling me you can call a black woman a bitch for doing her job? The black woman said nothing to him. Now, I don't know if you know, sir, but that's not my experience with black women.
Listen, I'm right there with you. Go ahead.
I don't know, you, sir, but that ain't what I'm getting.
Right.
And I'm watching like, why doesn't she say, you fat-footed pedophile?
Yes.
You blood clot enriched fat-footed pedophile. Yes. You child molester. She said nothing. And here's the last story, sir. This week, the Supreme Court, of course, struck down the Voting Rights Act and upheld a law that requires black people to show their ID whenever they go to vote. And many white people out there watching, you might say, well, it's only showing your ID. You got to show your ID at many places. White people, you don't know how cruel you are. You don't know. You don't want to know. Having to show your ID at a voting booth is absolutely going to stop blacks and Latinos from voting. Why?
Yes.
Because you have terrorized us for so long. We're afraid of you. We're scared. We're afraid when you call us a bitch in front of the world. We're afraid. When a white boy with a cowboy hat goes all around America saying, you monkey nigger, black people look at him. I'm sorry. Damn it. I'm about to cut the show off. Salakia, sir.
Man, listen. Just cut the fuck off. Say the shit you want to fucking say.
Damn right.
Get cut off. Fuck that.
There's a white boy.
I'll sell the tapes on the corner, $10 a pop.
Yediah wants to say when we finish, or you want to go, Yediah? The white boy is going around calling black people the N-word. You can see black people go, they don't know what to do, Haas. Right. They don't know how to respond. Right. This black woman who's been to college and Harvard and trained and sacrificed to get this job, she gets called a bitch in front of Donald Trump. She doesn't know what to do. They're going to ask for your ID at the voting booth. You're not going to vote because we are so terrorized here. In our minds, pulling out our ID is going to expose a warrant we don't even know about. Right. Like somehow, when you pull your ID out, You're thinking in your mind, oh my God, I got a traffic ticket last year. Oh my God, is my child support up to date? Oh my God. You don't know what pulling your ID out is going to entail. You don't know if you're going to, because you know I can't even celebrate a birthday. I can't even ask Donald Trump a question. We are afraid of you. You've terrorized us for 400 years, and now you want me to pull out my ID? I'm scared. I'm scared. And Haas, they know it, and that's why you cannot celebrate a birthday. You understand? That's why you cannot play rap music at a gas station. That's why you can't have your music up. That's why you can't walk down the street with a hoodie and a bag of Skittles, because they know that they are trying to make us terrified. That when someone asks for our ID, we're not going to show up at all. And all of this is because we're being terrorized by you white people. You're scaring us to death. We don't know what to do. If I could bring one last point out, sir, with your permission.
Please.
There was a time, sir, when white people loved us. They made us the what's the word when you want to sell something and you get a person to sell it?
The mascot or the face of.
They made us the mascots or the campaign ads for Uncle Ben's rice.
Yes, they did.
Get your mind. 1,000 products would take a smiling black man, a smiling black woman. We were in all the movies.
Yep.
We were in all the movies dancing, helping people. You see, white people loved us before we wanted rights, before we wanted freedom, before we wanted to make our own decisions. The minute that we wanted to look white people in their eye, then we can't play rap music at a gas station. Then we can't walk down the street. Then now they have to terrorize us in every walk of life, in everything we do. Now you want to see my ID? I'm scared. I don't want to pull out my ID. You want to see my ID? I ain't showing up because I don't know what the hell this is mean. I might pull this ID out. Maybe I have a warrant. I don't know. Maybe somehow, some way, this idea is going to put me under more of your oppression. And white people don't understand it because white people don't care. But white people absolutely know what they do to terrorize us every day.
And Muhammad, if I could,
please,
if I could, it don't have to even be a warrant. We know that if you get pulled over and asked for your ID, it could mean your life.
Right.
It could mean getting dragged out the car and mutilated by some cop. It could mean anything. Like, it don't even got to be that you think you might know you don't have a warrant. But the fact that you just get stopped by them is enough to terrorize us. We live at a high cortisol rate, you understand, from the constant fight or flight that goes on with us physically because of their terrorism. Like, we got high blood pressure throughout the black community because we are always afraid. You understand? We are always in peril. We are always like, we ain't trying to join you. A few of us will try to move into your neighborhood, but the most of us just live where we live because we don't even want to be around you because of the problems that we have from just being in your area, man. And once again, but the problem with us is we always use the wrong solution. And what you said about that sister Muhammad, it would have done so much for black people for her to turn around and said, "You gonna call me a bitch when you are a goddamn known pedophile?" She should have told him that straight up. You black women, you better not never say nothing when I call you a bitch ever again. I call you a bitch, you be silent when I do the shit too. All right? Goddamn bitch. No, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on and give me a pass. You gave him a pass. Give me a pass. Give a brother a pass. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You're like, oh, he ain't in his right mind, or he whatever. Right. Give me a goddamn pat because goddamn, and of course, for her to even get in the room as that. Go ahead, Maya. Go ahead.
Oh no. Go ahead, General, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead, Maya. Go ahead, please.
I was like, it sound like you about to touch on what I was thinking. Like what Hyman said, like we so scared of them. Donald Trump knows it too, and he knows that any black reporter in that room had to jump through a million hoops and kiss white ass and getting paychecks from a white person, so they better be on their best behavior in here. And he knows it. So, and he knows he can call her a bitch, and he knew she was going to be silent. Knew there would be no repercussions for it. I yield, sir.
And these white people enjoy terrorizing us so much. Donald Trump told Hegseth when he come to Chicago, maybe he could use the inner cities as practice for military soldiers that's gonna go to war. Like he has so little respect for blacks and Latinos that there's like animals. You could just, why don't we go just use them? Why don't we just, like you do, like the military does. The military shoots birds, and white people hunt animals just for sport. They ain't hunting them for the food half the time, just to learn to practice how to be good with a gun. They go to Africa and go kill a lion or kill a tiger. They ain't trying to eat the tiger. Right. They just want to be able to murder a violent animal or an animal that they think is worthy of being an adversary. And so they looking at us the same way. And so they terrorizing us every minute like a dog in a cage.
Yeah.
But that end is coming. Hunter virus.
That's it.
That shit, that's coming. You know what I mean? Black people gonna stop getting on cruise ship. I don't know why you get on the goddamn cruise ship. And you came on a goddamn ship. Why would you get on a ship after that?
Right.
So like
getting on no ship going nowhere. Say again. What you say?
Salaki, you die. I want to say one thing, sir.
Salaki. Yeah. In a second, let me just finish what I was saying. Like, I don't know why you would get on a cruise ship. You understand? Knowing that our people don't control the cruise ship. Right. Where's our cruise ship?
Damn right.
That's what we should be on. You understand? We should be on our cruise ship. So, run by our people. Then it'll be clean.
Right.
Like, you got a cruise ship full of heathens from all over the world, bringing all kind of diseases from all over the world piled up on a cruise ship. And now you up on the cruise ship.
Right.
These people, we should be doing nothing with them.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything should be going to us and what we doing. Right. I yield. Go ahead, Mom.
You die?
You die. It's a lot.
Khan, if I may, sir, to touch on something that General Muhammad said earlier, that famous little devil that's going around, that's calling, black women the N-word. It came out recently, and Officer Gadiwan in Austin did a video on it. That same young devil that go around calling sisters the N-word, he likes to get pegged by a black woman down there that he pays to get pegged. Sir, it's a lot.
Damn. It's like sexual fetish.
Really, bro. Surprise.
Real man.
Good, sir. Like, what's going on now?
Your mic is off, Haas.
It's not. You got to bring it closer, Haas.
I got it right here. Is it on? Okay, can you hear me now better now, sir?
Yeah, you good. You good to go.
Most high in Christ. The water, sir. This is something, you know a prophet about what he say. You said this was going to happen years ago. You told the people on the streets of D.C., if y'all put Obama in office, this is going to happen to y'all as a result of putting him in office. And they're not going to feel bad about what they're doing. And they doing it. You have it right here, right now. Which is why they can run up on you with trucks and flags and shotguns and nothing happened to them. While they murder us in the streets. While they do the things they do and say what they say. This is a result of us our people putting Obama in office.
Yeah. Yep.
And you was on the street corners telling them that. That's why it's important for y'all, man. Y'all better get in the I.S.U.P.K. and learn how to really live your life the right way and learn these prophecies and learn what to do when these things happen. We on the street corners all over the earth. Teach this. Give me Isaiah 30 and 20 real fast, Jediah. The Lord said it's going to be this way, man. And this was already prophesied to you, sir, on the streets. You told them. If you put them in office, they're going to get you back for that.
Yeah.
They're going to get you back. And the payback for putting Obama in office is Trump. And everybody down with him. All the things you see and hear out here today.
Give it up.
That's why. That's why. And you was told this a long time ago. Y'all better stop playing with the men of the Lord like we don't know what the hell we talking about. We know what we talking about. Commander, how you called it right. Can I pull the scripture read for me, brother?
Sir, the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
Go ahead.
And the water of affliction.
Meaning all the troubles we having in this society out here. Go ahead. In this hell, this captivity.
ye shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Meaning we ain't gonna be hitting, we're gonna be out in the open. We was right out there in the open, having camp out there when they was having that that thing with who was it? It wasn't Obama. It wasn't Obama, but it was somebody else. No, it wasn't Glenn Beck. It was somebody else when the school was out there, and we had everybody come down to DC, and we had that camp. And Commander Yahanna, you told them at that camp, if y'all put Obama in office, they're gonna pay you back. And that payback is Trump, like you said. You said it. The payback is Trump, and all the things that come along with Trump. That's why he's able to call a woman on a reporter a bitch. That's why. And when that Edomite said it to him, he ain't call her a bitch.
Right.
He didn't think about calling her a bitch. He said, well, you people, XYZ. He ain't call her a bitch.
If Obama had done it to a white lady, they would have impeached his ass.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed, sir. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I yield, sir. That's it, gentlemen.
Listen, that's what you're saying is so heavy, because once again, Martin Luther King's dream was little black boys and little white boys in hand, meaning his dream was us being in a cohesive relationship with white people where we equal, which means the top of that equality would be a black president. That would be the top of it. Well, guess what? We went to the top. We went to the goddamn mountaintop. And guess what? We put a heathen in office. Number one. Then we turned around from there, and white people totally turned on us, and the entire thing went down. And now, for all the Martin Luther King voting, now they're going to redistrict you and take away your vote. And that's the least of what they would like to do. And we done wasted 50 years. When we could have been, for 50 years, we could have been in a full out growth of us and our nation. And for 50 years, we could have been building and helping. Our children should never be going to prison, never be selling drugs. You ain't going to tell me we can't stop that. We could have had all the record companies sued and stopped from putting out the garbage they putting out. But our black politicians are prostitutes, man. They're prostitutes. You think it would have went well if the Democratic Party would have got in? You understand? What was her name? Kamala Harris turned around and said that we will have that we will have fresh air to breathe if we went with depopulation. That came out of her mouth. I'm paraphrasing. She, in essence, was saying if we depopulate, which we know that's blacks and Latinos, so if we depopulate, every one of us will have fresh air to breathe. That's what she said.
Good night.
You know what I mean? And in the same line said, and if we have abortion rights, she said we have, or what does she call it? What they call it? Women's reproductive health. They love to change the name to make it sound good. If we have if we have female reproductive thing, and we have depopulation, we'll all breathe air. In other words, all these goddamn lies that get you to what your human nature wants. Health, safety, decent food, able to raise your children. That's the human experience. But what's so messed up is for thousands and thousands of years, blacks and Latinos and Native Indians, and 400 plus in the last century, that blacks and Latinos have had to live on the earth that God created, that is built in your DNA to have a decent life, to raise your kids, to feed yourself, to have community. For 450 years, we've been on this earth that God made and been denied that natural, God-given right. And this nasty broad is telling us to stay on board so that you can get it to the point that they depopulate us. And now what we going to do? Sit around and wait on the hantavirus, wait on Bill Gates to come up with some other garbage? Like, that's what we're going to wait around for? We better call on the most high power.
Right.
And calling on him, you understand, is how we going to get up out of this situation. Salakia Haas, I yield. I just want to jump on that right quick.
Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir. Come on. I'm
You got it.
sir. Thawada, sir.
Hey, Thawada, you jump in anytime.
Go
ahead, Aki.
Salakia, sir, if I may.
Go ahead, please.
If I could just piggyback off what General Hyman was bringing out about how we so afraid of the oppressor. We got a story tonight Like we afraid to give them your ID. We afraid to do a whole bunch of stuff. We also afraid to drown. We got a night where they told where the officer told the cat, "I'm not getting in that water." But a week before they went and rescued a dog, and he drowned. Good God, we can't even die in front of the white man because he won't give a damn. So
God damn, that's heavy. You know what I mean? Like relying on him is what's killing us. Living up under him, trying to live up to his expectations, believing that he will one day allow you to vote and be part of the structuring of the United States. It's killing us. Trying to be educated in his schools, in 40 children in a classroom, it's killing us. Trying to have a social life without him pouring drugs into your neighborhood, it's killing us.
Right.
Everything to do with his life and his world is killing us. Trying to enjoy decent music without him and the small hats who run their entire music industry, you know, spending millions and millions of dollars to poison us and poison our children with ideas of selling drugs and murdering each other, or ideas of becoming a whore and a stripper and abusing men at any chance you can. That's killing us. When we talking about this voting and this and that, when the things that's killing us is in their world. Why we don't never talk about, you know what, it's time for us to now look for ourselves and start to, that never comes up from a politician.
Right.
A politician don't never say, listen, man, we need to all move to this city, or we need to get away from this so that we can now turn around and actually help ourselves.
That's right.
We got to get away from these things that they doing. And it never comes up. This is what burns me up about black politicians. It don't never come up when you go in to talk to them about vote. Like that sister told him right. Said because of this war, the gas prices are rising.
Right.
And he was so incensed that a black person would question him about what is harming the people in the country that he called her a bitch.
Right.
When that is exactly what you do with a politician. And if we had black politicians that were righteous men, then we would be going to them with the right word. We would be saying, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Governor, Mr. President, what are you going to do about the problems of poor black music being played on radio stations across the country?
Exactly.
Now, as president, he could say, I'm going to go, to the FCC and tell them that this type of music is unacceptable.
Right.
Did anybody ask Obama about that? Did anybody question him on that? Hell no, they didn't.
Right.
Did anybody go to him and say, Obama, now that you president, what are you going to do about the CIA pouring drugs in black communities all over this country for their own financial benefit and killing us, you understand, for all these decades? How are you going to move? He's president. He can turn around and say, I'm going to give an executive order that no clandestine agency of the United States can no longer engage in the sale and distribution of narcotics of any kind.
That's it.
When he says that, they gotta turn it off. Right. So don't tell me this can't be fixed.
Right.
Don't tell me the thing can't be fixed.
Right.
It can be fixed. Well, they supposed to go to him and say, sir, Mr. President, Mr. Obama, or whoever it is, what are you going to do about the overcrowding of children in school and them not being able to learn and having to be put on HDHE medicine because the conditions in the schools are not conducive for their learning?
Right.
What are you going to do, sir?
Right.
Like, that's what you do with a politician. But that sister had the nerve to do that with him, and he was insulted by it.
Right.
You understand? Because that's what they think of us. And that's what they think of the whole political structure. It is absolutely diabolically against us. And we have got to turn around and realize it and start to function. And let me tell you one of the main reasons we don't do it, like General Muhammad brought out earlier. We don't pull away from politics because we scared to death of the slave master.
Right.
We scared to death to say we ain't going to do politics. We just going to do us. We are scared to death that he going to go crazy and murder us in the streets,
right?
Because we don't participate in it. Meanwhile, when you participate in it, he talks to you like a dog,
right?
Like, because participating in it, if you know any better, is begging.
Damn right.
You're begging. That's basically you're begging a politician that when he gets in office, Right or wrong, Cat?
Yes,
when he
sir.
gets in office,
Yes, sir.
can we have a coin? Can we get a piece of bread?
Right.
That's what you asking him. You ain't asking him what is he. You supposed to be getting a politician to fight for you,
right?
Not a politician that so you can beg him.
Right.
You hiring him.
Damn
you
right.
voting him in office. But black people got to go and beg, like, well, we voting for this man because he say he gonna do this. Then when he get in office, how many times y'all heard them say, especially about Obama, they said, well, he's a president for all people. So in essence, translation, your little needs and wants don't mean shit no more because now he's president. So he's president for everybody, which means white people's interest that ain't black people's interest. Well, he got to work on that too.
Damn right.
He got to work on that. So guess what? Your interest gets left behind.
Damn right.
Listen, damn this place, like you people that say they serve Christ, they full of shit.
Right.
You full of it because they don't put their heart under Christ more than they put it under some politician. Like you fear the white man, but you do not fear the Lord.
Right.
When that's who you should fear. Like if you fear the Lord, you're going to shake off the fear of the white man. And even if you are afraid, you still going to do what the Lord said.
Right.
Moses went to the Lord like, why did you send me in there to Pharaoh? You know what I mean? He got pissed off and he made it worse, which is what they're going to do when you pull away from them.
Right.
You pull away from them, yes, they're going to make life harder for us.
Right.
That's what they did in Egypt. Yes, they're going to do that. But if you don't pull away from them, they'll just continue to wipe us out.
Yeah, right.
Them black leaders, man, can you get me? Can I read one for your honor, Haas?
Yes, sir.
Get me the script. Whoever's reading on this side, give me the script where Moses was about to go in to see Pharaoh, and they said, "You make us a bad savor in the mouth of Pharaoh." You know that scripture?
Right.
Like if you want to understand politics, read the Bible, goddammit. Like that's how you understand politics. You read the Bible. You learn how politics work when you in captivity under another nation by the Bible.
Damn right. In general, it's happening right now. You know, like you saying, like you about to bring out. Like you know how many videos I done seen or press conference I done seen with some black politician. He say all the good stuff. They're doing this to us, they're doing that. And then somebody in the audience say, well, how are we going to fix it? What do we do to fix it then? You right about all that. But what are we going to do to change this or to fight against this? Well, call your senator's office, call your councilman's office and leave messages. Flood their voicemails with messages. Just shows you, one, they ain't answering the goddamn phone.
Yeah.
That's why he's saying flood them with messages. And two, they ain't gonna never get the messages. So they're gonna have some secretary delete that shit. They ain't worried about your affairs or your well-being. It's just propaganda, man. They can't beat these people because they all corrupt and all part of the same system.
And listen, if I could, I know everybody want to get in, but let me just throw one to back you up so much, Maya. What people don't understand is that politicians work for companies and corporations. Politicians work for people who are making money off of you and want to make more money off of you, or want to ensure that they continue to make money off of you. That's who the politician works for. That's where his donations come from. His donations don't come from you. You ain't paying for him to get in office. But the corporations that are, that's who he works for. He's going to fight for that. And if that means he has to deny you so that that corporation can make more money, then guess what? You're going to be denied. If it means he got to pass a law that hurts you but makes a corporation rich, guess what? He's going to pass that law. And so you sitting that voted him in, and you sitting around waiting for him to do something to help you, when in fact he don't even work for you. He worked for the damn corporation, and the corporation is trying to eat you. So what do you think is going to happen? You're actually voting for the company that's going to rob you. That's who you voting for, and not even know it. You voting for the cat that's going to take something from you. I mean, you voting for the politician who works for somebody that's going to take something from you. And it's ridiculous. And white people are the majority corporation owners. which is why they can have a white, openly racist president like Donald Trump. Why can they have a white, openly president like Donald Trump? Because Donald Trump is not worried about the Democratic vote. He's worried about making sure the white supremacists that run these huge corporations and these huge tech companies get what they need. Then he could be as racist as he wants because they're going to still give him the money. Why? Because he's going to give them what they want so they can rob you blind. And we so dumb. We so ignorant. Martin Luther King and them were dummies. They was not even as smart as the wino on the corner that talks politics and bullshit back and forth to one another. They smarter than he was. You understand? And of course, we still 60 years later walking down that route. Read me that scripture. Tell me where they at, and then I'm gonna back up off it. Then we're gonna see if we can slide on into the whole gerrymandering thing.
Khan, it's the book of Exodus, chapter 5, starting at verse 20, sir.
Start at 19.
19. Khan, the book of Exodus, chapter 5, and verse 19. And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case.
Right. They saw that they was in a jam. The Pharaoh was mad with them. Because what? Because Moses went in there and told Pharaoh the Lord want them free.
That's right.
And they said, what the hell is Moses doing? Right. The Pharaoh mad with us now.
Right.
So they went and go ahead, read on. That's your way, and so that you know, this is your politicians. These people, these people that they read it again.
And the officers of the children of Israel.
These officers of the children of Israel, those are politicians. That's what you're reading about out of God's word. That's why God's word is so important, because God's word got the answers. Right. Your preacher, it does not.
Right.
He, once again, he works for a corporation. And those corporations don't want him teaching nobody the truth.
Right.
He worked for a company that wants you to be a fag, a child molester, your daughter to be a lesbian, wants you singing and dancing instead of actually serving the Lord by doing the things he said.
Right.
He wants you to dance your way for the Lord. Right. When the Lord don't need you to dance, he needs you to do what he said.
That's right.
But that preacher works for another corporation that bought him that church, that put him in that Rolls Royce, that taught him how to rob you of your money. Wake the hell up. Read on, brother.
Khan. And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case.
Right, because somebody had the nerve to go against the political structure and tell brothers and sisters that God is bringing you out of Egypt. Now you know why the Israelite school UPK is hated. You're going against politicians, man.
Right.
How dare you get up in Chicago and bring some cats out on the street and tell the people to go serve the Lord and not the politicians and not vote. They in their mind, what the hell is wrong with you? When you right all along.
Damn right, John.
You doing what Moses said to do, which is what Christ said to do. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna come against it.
Right.
Read on.
After it was said, ye shall not diminish out from your bricks or of your daily task.
Right. Meaning, why is it that these particular officers are upset that Pharaoh said you're not to diminish from your task? Here's why. Because these officers, these politicians are getting paid for Pharaoh robbing you.
Right.
Because Pharaoh robs you with the bricks, they get a piece of the action.
Right.
And now they're going to have a problem. Why? Because now you are rebelling against the job Pharaoh wants you to do.
Right.
And the politician's job is to make sure you do it.
Right.
That's his job. Meanwhile, listen, I'm going to show you how stupid this is. This is like dumb stuff. And here's the proof of it. The easiest way, and I know this from doing this back in the 80s, the easiest way for a black man to make his own money is to simply just become a vendor. Like if you were homeless or you were extremely poor, you couldn't get a job from the white man, you should be able to come up with something and go out on the street corner and sell it.
Right.
Because if you could do that, if it is a good hit, it's a good item, you can now sustain yourself and you don't need now the white man's company.
Right.
But why is it that every major city, does not give you permits to vend anymore, because they realize that vending means you don't need the politician no more.
Right.
Vending means you taking money out of the company's corporation's pocket.
Right.
Why do the corporation get to set up a company, but you can't set up a simple vending stand on the corner and pay taxes just like him?
Right.
Why? Because the corporation pays his politician, the same one your dumbass vote for. He pays him to take away your right to set up a vending cart.
Right.
So now you can't sell your wares and be free. You got to now work for that corporation, which means what? You got to go along with that vote. You can't speak against it.
Right.
Back in the 80s, brother, we was able to do that. I came in the Israelite school of UPK. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I was a vendor on the street. When I left my mother's house, I didn't know anything. I was trying to go to school, but I didn't know about getting jobs and businesses and what to do. Right. But I did know that I knew how to get out here in these streets and survive, and I knew how to do it legally, and it was a legal way to do it. And I paid my rent, fed myself, and lived and studied the truth off of vending on the street. And then sure enough, Giuliani came along and took away all the vending licenses in New York City. And then came back years later and gave all the licenses to the heathens. Now all the heathens have the licenses and blacks and Latinos don't.
Right.
Like it was
in
the
general
evilest thing in the world to do. Go ahead, Art.
General, is that same story? Because I know one of the moments that blew my mind, and this is just years ago, I think years ago, you or General Muhammad, somebody brought out how in New York, when New York was getting established, you had a bunch of black and brown people, Hispanics, selling things on the vendors and all that and getting money. And that was like life. That was your store back in the day. You know? And then they came and changed all that and kicked us off the street, made it illegal for them to have those vendors out there. And Esau, put the heathens out there on the vendors, and then eventually started stores and had buildings. But I mean, that blew my mind that we early on, while this country was being established, we was out there on the street, especially New York, out there on the streets in New York, and how diabolical they treat us, man. Everything we do, like the numbers game, like we invented that. Everybody know they stole it. But even vending and selling products and wares for your home, we started that, and we was doing that, and they just steal it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
now it's like we was doing something else, Mayat. If I could, we were black people started in Baltimore. Black people would get a cart and they would go buy fresh fish off of the docks and scale that fish down, and they would come through and sell your mother fresh fish. And she would get that fish and come right off the dock. It didn't go to no freezer, ain't go to no supermarket, and he would come through, have his own cooler, and sell you fish by the pound. You ride through the neighborhood. Then later on, you had brothers who came through with meat trucks, and they fixed that up. That's why they don't let you set up a bazaar. You go to any third world country, they got bazaars where all the people can vend together and make money. But the United States does not allow that. They cite all kind of health conditions and health laws because they don't want you feeding yourself from businesses that you create. Right. They want you only buying the poison that they got sitting in the damn supermarket if you could get to the goddamn supermarket.
When I was,
go ahead, Maya. Finish it.
Just real quick. When I was young, they had the fish man come around.
Yeah,
fish man. Had his little fish man.
Yeah,
porgies.
Mama send you down there.
We got porgies. We got silver.
She would already know the price. She send you down there. Tell them, give me 2 pounds of porgies, or give me 3 pounds of whiting. And you run down there. You give the fish man. He was fair, honest, straight up with you. He'd go through, look through to get the best ones. He put it up on the scale and some paper, wrap it all up, man. Tell your mom and everybody, hi, man. Good to see y'all. Sometimes you live around the corner. You know him personally. I remember growing up, man. There was a I.S.U.P.K. I'll never forget this. It was an I.S.U.P.K. brother that had a farm across the street from our project. And you know how they set up them lots with the farm. And brother, this cat, he would come and he would see my mother and saw she had 4 kids in the projects, and he would come and give my mother bags of vegetables and fruit. And she would give him some money. He would always try to not take it, but she would try to force it on him and all that. And brother, we would get the best. We had string beans and peppers and onions, and he had all this in his garden, and he'd be selling it. But certain mothers who had several kids that carried themselves, in the right way, he knew they was trying to do the right thing, and he would give them the vegetables. Once again, we can't get no mercy from a people that hate us, but we can get mercy from people that care about us. Let me get one more, if I could. The world famous bodega. That should be education in the Black and Latino community. Like, if you don't know what a bodega is, you don't know your culture. The bodega was a small grocery store ran by the Dominicans or the Puerto Ricans originally. And that bodega was how you lived and survived for two reasons. One, you couldn't always get to the supermarket because they didn't always build one in the hood. And number two, you could go to the owner of the bodega and he would give you credit if you dealt with him right. But you go in there and say, look, man, I need a quart of milk, loaf of bread, I need some cheese and a dozen eggs. He writes you in the book, Mrs. Such and Such. He put the total in there. He give you the groceries. You go home, feed your family for the week. When you get your paycheck, first thing everybody did, as soon as they got their paycheck, I got to go down to bodega. Go down to bodega, hit him right off. You know what I'm saying? Good. And he would be straight, and his money be straight. The store stay open. It was all that. The older men used to sit out front the bodega, and that's where they drank their beers at. And it was the best thing in the world. They started a whole campaign. Oh, they drinking out front the store. It was evil as hell. Dumb cats that sat in front of the bodega, they watched the children to make sure they was all right. They were the watchmen. They were sitting there all day drinking and watching the kids play. Wasn't molesting them. Wasn't dragging them off. They there at the bodega. That's where the beer's at. So they like to drink. So they at the corner drinking. But your kid could play up and down the block and nothing would happen. If somebody came in the block with a car too fast, they jump out the seats. Yo, papi, primo, children here, man. You got to slow down when you come through here, papa. They would stop them in a minute. And everybody had to respect that because it was enough of them where them old heads will whoop your ass. They done did it a couple of times. A couple of niggas go up in the bodega acting stupid, and 20 cats come in behind you like, hey, ¿qué pasa? Time to go, bro. And you know what I mean? You have to get the fuck out. That's what they did. We done lost ourselves, man, up under this captivity. Let me finish about this politician. I'm getting off it, y'all, because I know y'all ready to get up in it. Go ahead,
Khan, verse 20. Verse 20. And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way.
Right. They met Moses and Aaron. You understand? They went and they had to go have a talk with them. And guess what? You keep building the Israelite school of UPK, the politicians gonna come talk to you too.
Right.
They gonna say, man, you messing us up. You making the white man angry with us with all of this you doing. And you gonna know what to say to them. Here's what Moses said.
As they came forth from Pharaoh, verse 21, and they said unto them, the Lord look upon you and judge, because ye have made our Savior to be abhorred in the eyes of Pharaoh.
Right. You made our Savior like a savior of a soup. You know how you smell a soup or a stew and it smell good? He said you made this smell bad in the eyes of Pharaoh. He used to like to see us. And the reason Sarah liked to see them was because they was getting all of us to work harder for Pharaoh. They was getting all of us to make those bricks so Pharaoh could build all his empire. So Pharaoh loved to see them. But then when Moses come up against what Pharaoh's been doing, now he pissed off. And what's up? I thought these cats had things in control. I thought y'all had the black community in order. The time gonna come where we gonna, as a people, stop listening to the politicians, and the white man gonna be like, well, I don't even want to talk to y'all because black people ain't even listening to y'all no more. Right. They don't even want to hear what y'all saying. They ain't even voting for y'all. And that's when them politicians gonna start to disappear. And that's when men of God is gonna start to really shine, as you're gonna see in this scripture. Go ahead,
Khan, and in the eyes of his servants to put a sword in their hand to slay us.
Right, you making our life in danger. You making the white supremacists want to do harm to us. Right. They see y'all talking independence and all that. You making them want to harm us. Moses did all this. Exactly what we doing in Israelite school of UPK. Yeah. Moses did it, man. Right. And he walked our people out of slavery, man. Right. And Christ will do the same with us, man. You understand? But you got to have some faith. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 22. And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, Lord, wherefore hast thou so evil entreated this people?
Right. Like Moses didn't understand what the Lord was doing. Moses was like, Lord, why you did this? Why you make these people more hated by Pharaoh? Why did you make them, the Pharaoh and even the officers, angry at the people because you made me go up in there and do what I did? Mm-hmm. Here's what the Lord said.
Why is it that thou hast sent me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name.
Since you done made me bring out all this stuff, this what happened. Go ahead.
He has done evil to this people.
He done made it worse for black people. And let me tell you something. You want to be a good leader? You get ready to watch Esau come down on us, and you be strong as hell.
Damn right.
Don't you let it phase you. Don't you let it make you back up off this work. You understand? Don't give a damn how much they hate us. Right. They gonna get what they supposed to get, and the Lord gonna plague them. Right. Moses ain't lift a finger against them. Right. No, Moses ain't fight him. He ain't had to go get no gun. Nope. He didn't get no AR-15. Mm-hmm. He went and told them what the Lord said, and the Lord destroyed Pharaoh and his whole army and killed his firstborn son. You understand? That's right. The Lord got the best drive-by. Right. Shoot. Go ahead, Op.
Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all.
Neither have they, like Moses didn't understand. Mm-hmm. He was thinking that when he went in there and said this was going to make everything fit right. Pharaoh was going to listen. The people was going to be cheerful. Pharaoh was going to back up off them, but Moses didn't understand. Right. Mm-hmm. Nah, that ain't what he going to do. The Lord said, is he going to explain? Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 6 and verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh.
Now you're going to see. Now that Pharaoh came and gave, the Lord is a gangster. You know he'll do that, right? He a gangster. He said to Moses, that nigga disrespected my people. Now you're going to come see what I'm going to do to. He wanted him to disrespect him. Mm-hmm. He went and came down with that? Ain't no problem. Now I'm going to show him who the hell I am. I'm going to show him what I made of. He must have thought I was soft following them other gods. Let me show him what I'm made of, what I'm going to do to him. He down with the hippopotamus and down with Anubis, the dark god. Oh yeah, fuck them niggas. I'm coming to see them.
Damn right.
That's what the Lord said to Moses. Read.
Right. For with a strong hand.
What?
With a strong hand.
What?
With a strong hand.
Come on.
Shall he let them go?
Damn. See, you don't understand, Moses. A bitch ass nigga ain't gonna let him go. But I need that bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna fuck him up, and he gonna let them go.
Damn
I'm
right.
sorry to be
right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I know y'all want to keep it PG. I'm telling you, the Bible's full of R-rated shit that we be trying to nice down. Fuck that. God is like, fuck Pharaoh, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's what's really going on in this story. Read on now.
And with a strong hand.
Go ahead, Muhammad. Go ahead. Hold up.
I was going to say, Jeremiah, he knew that Israel needed to see that. Israel needed to see this adversary acting like they don't give a damn. They do what they want. And Israel needed to see the Lord bust their ass.
Yes. Right. Yes. Like Trump in office for good reason.
Damn right.
Get ready.
Damn right.
He in there for you were bringing all this racism. Go ahead.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
Damn, I say one
Come on, Cap.
Man, I like to request, just from hearing you speak, that you be on the ballot. General Mahan been on the ballot. General Mayaka on the ballot. General Hahn, General Shaw, and General Q. Because it was just hearing you speak, what scripture come to mind is what the Lord say. He gonna give us pastors after his heart.
Yes.
After his mind. Like we don't understand, like you saying, yeah, they're gonna come down on us hard.
Yes.
But what we don't understand is if we don't come up against them, they're gonna slowly just destroy us. Yeah. But if we stand with the Lord on this, the Most High is gonna intervene and come up against them with these plagues.
Yes.
So I just want
like
to
these
say
12
that,
tribes can't obey the Lord and not be defended by the Lord. What you're saying is absolutely right. Give it up.
Damn right.
You understand? Like it can't be denied. Go ahead, let's finish that.
Listen, Mawakwa, if I could piggyback, that's who the Lord said to vote for. The Lord said, don't vote. Like he gotta be sent by God, and he gotta be an Israelite. Those are the two criteria, and Christ the only one fit that. And who else represent Christ than Commander General Yahanna? You know what I'm saying?
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, finish it up real quick, and we're gonna move on.
And with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the Most High spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am the Lord. Verse 3.
He had to check Moses. You know who the fuck I am. I'm that nigga.
Right.
I will go fuck him up. That's what he's saying.
You
know what I mean? In essence, he telling them, look, I'm the Lord.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Go ahead, finish it. Come on.
And I appeared unto Abraham.
I went to your forefather Abraham, nigga. You was reading about it. That was me, nigga. I was down there with it. I told him to leave his family and get ready to do what he did. You done read about that shit.
Right.
You know that shit was me.
Right.
How the fuck you even gonna think twice about this shit?
Right.
I'm about to fuck Pharaoh shit up. Like, you don't understand, the Lord came in with that power on his ass.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
Unto Isaac and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty.
Right. I did all that. By the name God Almighty, meaning himself. You know what I mean? You old conscious communities get all caught up in that. He talking about himself.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
But by my name Jehovah was I known to them.
Right. And this is a later Greek translation. He said, but by my name Yahweh, I was known to them. Like the Lord finna boast on this bullshit.
Damn right.
Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 4. And I have also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan.
Right. Do you know who I am? Just because you see them in this little captivity bullshit, I'm about to fuck Pharaoh up. I gave him this land. I put my name on that land. You understand?
Damn right.
Like the Lord really wanted a reason to be, just like a Judite. He wanted a reason to start a fight. He wanted a reason to beat with Pharaoh. Oh, what you mean he ain't listen? What? Didn't you tell him I said send them people up here, right? He ain't listen. I'm gonna go fuck him up, man.
Right.
The Lord did that.
Right.
And brother, that's why we can't thank the Most High enough.
That's right.
Like, we can't thank him enough for caring about us enough to stop this type of evil. We would be wiped out if not for the Lord. You know what I mean? Countries with weapons and bombs and missiles, they can't even fuck with it. Right. They trying to negotiate to make him stop what he's doing. You know what I mean? Let alone us. We are no challenge. There's no reason for him to be evil and cruel towards us. We can never challenge the power of this empire in the state that we in. But we are a good tool to beat on. For them to feel good.
That's right.
Well, guess what? We need to let the Lord hear that.
Damn right.
We need to let him hear that.
Damn right.
We need to be able to bring that beef to the Most High and be like, now you said you was going to bring us out this captivity. Yeah. And you don't want the Lord to break loose and be like, oh, you know what? Oh, y'all didn't think I was going to do that? Here I come. Here I come. Before this is over, he going to bring America to the tremble of their knees.
Damn right, John.
White people gonna be crying in the streets from the power of the Most High and the plagues and the torture and the repercussions for the evil that they've done.
That's right.
They're going to be crying on their knees for coming up against the Most High power. Read on. I want to hurry up and finish it. I'm going on.
So verse 5. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel.
I also heard my people groaning. That means you in pain. When you in pain, you groan. You groaning because you in a long, steady pain. That's us. That's us. You in a long, steady struggle to pay your bill, feed your family, keep your family together. Go to work every day. Deal with that boss mishandling and abusing you.
Right.
Deal with being pulled over by the cops. Deal with the million different tickets and bills he sends to your house. Everything way he got you groaning. Read on.
Whom the Egyptians keep in bondage.
Right. And he's saying it. Who the Egyptians keep in bondage, meaning they're groaning because of being up under the Egyptians.
Right.
Now, don't nobody know better than the Lord.
Right.
How you going to tell me that we should not be trying to separate when the Lord said, because they under the Egyptians, they groan?
Right.
Like, he knew better than anybody.
Damn right.
Read.
And I have remembered my covenant.
And I remember my deal that I made with them.
Dang.
I ain't no deal breaker. I heard them groaning up there in Egypt. I don't break no goddamn deal. The Lord a gangster, man. Y'all better get ready. He ain't that old sissy you reading about in church. This nigga's a gangster, man.
Damn right.
Okay? And when he get ready to come up out his thicket, he a problem. He a major problem.
Come on. It remind me of a famous rap. I won't say his name. He said a verse. He said, "Allow me to reintroduce myself." You know what I'm saying? What we read.
And I think the Lord has risen you up, General,
to reintroduce himself to the entire world.
Mosai and Christ
got to be introduced to the Mosai.
Mosai and Christ. That's exactly what he doing. He introducing himself to say, "Hold up, y'all forgot about me. Y'all took me up off the you took me off a rotation. Huh?
Right.
You listening to the Egyptians, huh?
Right.
Let me show you how good I am. You know what I mean? Go ahead, last point. Come
on. Verse 6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
You know what I mean? Go back later for what that bullshit Pharaoh talking.
Right.
Go back to the children of Israel and tell them I am the Lord.
Right.
And I will pull you up out of there.
Right.
Woo! Hear that? To be in captivity and hear that, like all blacks, Latino, and Native Indians should hear us on the street corners and be elated that the Lord has said this thing in them scriptures, man.
I'm right.
When we come out there and say, "Come on up out of here, the Lord about to give you the kingdom of heaven," our people should be elated, but we've been so beat that it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear. Go ahead,
if I could piggyback off of with you and Mawukai bringing out. Also, when the Lord say I'm the Lord, of course, black and brown people get our spirit from him. And we famous for saying, I do this for real. I do this for real. You better watch. That's what the Lord saying. I'm the Lord. I do this for real. You know what
I'm about my business.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where we get it from. Go ahead, General Salaki.
I yield, sir. That was it.
Salaki. Let's finish it. Come on up.
And I will rid you out of their bondage.
Right.
And I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments.
Damn. That's the most high. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm sure there's more, but I'm going to leave it right there. He told Moses, man, run this down on him. I'm the cat that rolled back in Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that you've been reading about. You understand? Later, what that Pharaoh talking about, I'm coming to see him. I'm going to pull you out of here with this mighty hand and these judgments. And I'm going to show you these things. And when I show them to you, then you're going to know what it is. And brother, let me tell you something, man. That's our future right there. Not voting for some stupid ass politician.
Damn right.
Our future is that right there.
Damn right.
You know, man. Right. We put that's us. Because that's exactly what Moses did. Right. I yield. Salaki, you die.
Damn right, sir. Tennessee passes new congregational map, like a new congressional map that splits state's only majority black district.
What was that?
The 5th chapter.
Go ahead, say it again. You die. I'm sorry. No, sir.
Sir. Tennessee passes new congressional map that splits state's only majority black district.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, as protesters accused them of racial gerrymandering, Tennessee state lawmakers passed into law on Thursday a new congressional map that could allow Republicans to flip the state's lone Democratic-held seat, notching the GOP another win in mid-decade redistricting scramble. Republican Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signed the bill into law Thursday afternoon. The session was interrupted by chaotic scenes with lawmakers shouting over protesters' voices and at one point forcing police clear the balcony above the House floor before it voted on the new map.
Right. To show you how brainwashed we are. For those of you that don't really understand gerrymandering, let me explain. When it comes time to put in a federal vote and basically all votes, what the districts vote first, and the districts decide what that vote is going to be. So let's say one district says the majority is Democrat, and then another district the majority is Republican. So then they start counting up all the districts, So now the districts that have the most votes as a district, you know, as a set of districts, becomes the vote, you know, for going into the next level of the ballot of voting towards the president. So what they're doing is this: they're making each area stretch so wide that black people don't have no districts where they can vote black. Now, even if you're a black person and you vote for something black, you're now part of a district that has so many more white people. And when they vote, your vote going to be less than the white people's vote, which means your district is going to go with what the white people want.
Right.
So in other words, I'll give you an example. Let's say, just a hypothetical, let's say you want to put homeless shelters in the middle of Chicago, right? Now, normally Chicagoans might want that because they know black people are homeless.
Right.
And together they would vote and everybody would get shelters.
Right.
But now what they did is chop the city into pieces and add those pieces into areas that have nothing but white people in it. So now maybe the southwest of Chicago is now part of a district that's way bigger, filled with white people. So when the Southwest vote, even though they voting for the homeless shelters, all the rest of the white people might say no. So now your little Southwest vote don't mean nothing no more. And the way to do it was to break up the areas where there's so many of us. Once again, the more we prosper, the more they want to brutalize us, which means makes us prosper more. So by doing that, they're able to wipe out black votes. And of course, black people, never seeing this coming, blind as a bat, turned around now and they up in an uproar in these different state houses and these different houses because the vote is all messed up. And here's the sad part. Here's the truth of the matter and the sadness of the matter. The people that's over there fighting and mad and arguing and all up in those halls, they're getting jobs from corporations. Corporations that love the Democrats because it allows them to do things that make them more rich off of black people. Let me give you an example. If you're a white man and you have 10 apartment buildings in Chicago, you want rent control where the government pays part of the people's rent. You want welfare where the people get welfare money to pay their rent. You want Section 8 because the Section 8 will pay the rent. You're not doing this because you love black people. You're doing it because you want the money in your 10 buildings. So you get a black politician, and now you give that black politician money, and now that black politician goes out and says, we need better housing. We need fair housing. We need rent control. We need more Section 8. And now when they go to vote, it seems like they voting to help black people.
Right.
But really, they voting to find a way to make sure they rent money come in into them 10 buildings.
Right.
And so these politicians got to now go down to that state office and argue that the redistricting is wrong because they'll no longer have no power. And if they no longer have no power, the white Republicans will vote against everything. And guess what? The politicians that was financing them will go another direction because they know they can't get nothing done when these politicians can't get the Senate to give them the right, district. So the point is, it doesn't even matter. Like you didn't get nothing anyway when Democrats was in office.
Right.
You know what I mean? Obama went all the way to the White House and gave the TARP program to GM.
Right.
Yes, sir.
They got bailed the fuck out. Excuse my French. You understand? Enron and the rest of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? AGI, big multi-trillion-dollar corporations got bailed out. While you was told he's a president for everybody. So, you got to wait up. That's what you was told. And nothing changed. And nothing ever changes. Prices go up. Resources go down. Life is harder every single year you in America. It ain't never been a year in America where you said, yo, man, life is going the other direction. We making more money. The prices is going down. You know, everything is better. Never. I tell you what will get better, though. They'll get better at giving you a loan. You know why? You'll start thinking, oh, life is good, man. You ain't even got to have a 500-point credit. You go in there with 300, they're going to give you a loan. And you think it's a good thing, but it's not a good thing. They're giving you the loan because they got to move these cars. And they know you ain't got no money to pay for these cars. So to move these cars, they're going to come up with a way to give a better loan to you so you can make those payments. And then guess what they're going to do? They're going to pay a politician that says prices are too high. We need better deals. You need to be able to buy a car and take care of your family. And so, of course, that car company is going to pay that politician. And, of course, you looking at it like, yeah, that politician fighting for us. He's not fighting for you. He's fighting for the car company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's been the problem with us in this empire, man, in this place for the longest. We've been thinking Democrats and Republicans is fighting each other, but the Democrats really fighting for black people. They fighting for different business owners whose interests align with the Democratic Party, just like Republicans are fighting for different businesses that align with the Republican Party.
Right.
So none of them give a damn about you, the bottom line, which is where the problem starts. And the proof is a politician should love the Israelite school UPK. Why wouldn't Democrats love us? We perfect. We all about black. We all about helping black people, but why they don't love us? Because the corporation is who they working for. And the corporation do not like us because the corporation know that the end game for us is to not be up under them. And they can't have us waking up to that. And can I add something else out? It's ridiculous for this reason. When we first came out of slavery in 1865, right after that, white people passed the law making it illegal for black people to vote. Now, we went through years of that, went to court, fought back and forth. Finally, we got the right to vote. The minute we got the right to vote, they started Jim Crow laws. You had to have a license. You had to do this. Couldn't lawyer on the corner. The this, the that, the that. All the Jim Crow laws to stop us from moving forward and prospering. So then we fought against the Jim Crow laws. And they stopped that. Then they came up with a poll tax where you had to pay to even vote, knowing you poor as hell. Now you got to pay. And when you pay, you got to have ID so they can give you a receipt. Now the damn white supremacist sheriff in your town knows who the hell you are voting against their little white mayor. So you scared to come to the poll because they lynching, the Klan lynching people after dark.
Right.
So, of course, you running from that. After the poll tax, they said, well, we got a better idea. We'll take away the poll tax. We'll give them a literacy test. If they illiterate, we will not give them you can't vote because you can't read. So you don't know what you're doing. You're making an irresponsible vote. So we're going to have to stop that. That became illegal. Then they stopped all of that. And guess what? Now they got the so-called SAVE Act. SAVE Act is now supposed to, protect the country from people voting, that are not citizens of the country. But everybody knows what this means. Like black people don't walk around with autonomy as citizens. We here just as long as them from the 1600s. But they don't act like you just automatically not a citizen or you wouldn't get pulled over all the time. So now with the SAVE Act, they're going to turn around and block, illegal immigrants from voting, which of course, to white people is like, this is you can't blame Trump for that. It's a good thing. We don't want people that's not of the country voting when in fact they know it's going to scare the Jesus out of black people. That they're not going to come to the poll. And then you're going to have to listen. Now you go to the poll and you got your real ID.
Right.
And guess what they're going to tell you? You got your real ID. They're going to turn around and tell you, well, it means you licensed in America, but there's no proof that you're a citizen. So now we need your birth certificate. Then you're going to give them, then you're going to come to the poll with the birth certificate. And then they're going to say, well, we're going to need to figure out, whether this is a legitimate real birth certificate.
Right.
And on and on and on and on and on. And by the time you turn around and get the right to vote, You understand? Elon Musk will have every damn piece of paper you ever was signed on to from the time you was born. He'll have your baby footprint in the damn computer. You understand? So that now when they come around ready to start rounding people up so they can exterminate them, they'll have all their goddamn information. Like, these people will never, ever, ever be fair and just and right when it comes to us.
Damn right.
Like, we got to go to the Father.
That's right.
We got to do what we did in ancient time. We got to believe a man we cannot see and call on him from the fourth dimension, man, and ask him what his will is. Right. And in doing so, believe me, he can hurt you like you ain't never been hurt before. And America is ripe for that hurting. America acts like they got the advantage. We got nuclear weapons. We are the biggest army in the world.
Right.
We got this. We got that. They're at the disadvantage because they have had the Lord's chosen in slavery for 400 years. So while they trying to figure out how to get to God and how you go into other dimensions and trying to open up portals and all that old bullshit, they better worry about him in that other dimension. They've been watching them enslave us for 400 years because he getting ready to bust their ass. Right. So they in the disadvantage. Black people should not be worrying about vote. And can I get y'all, before I jump off, can I get one more point? Can you get where Pharaoh got angry with Moses and told Moses, you are making the children of Israel not work. He said, get to your chores or something like that. I forget the key word. That's important. Moses stopped us from getting up into this system. You understand? He stopped us from doing that. He went and had us start to work on serving the Lord and serving ourselves and fixing our lives and fixing our children and doing those type of things. You understand? We should have been ended us being in United States schools. Right. The so-called Jew does it. The small hats got them yeshivas out and raising their kids exactly the way they want. And they ain't turning out to be drug dealers by the tens of thousands.
Right.
They ain't turning out to be hoes swinging on no pole. They ain't turning out like that. Now, some of them still turn out like that, but the majority of them is running their own country, speaking their own language, following their own cultures. We have the ability to do the same.
Damn right.
Give me this scripture and I'm gonna get up off it. I don't talk y'all to death now.
No, you
Come on,
let's
get out.
Sir, Exodus chapter 5 and verse 4.
Go ahead,
sir. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works?
Right. Why are you telling these people to relax from their works? Are you letting them, like, who the hell you think you are to let these people from their works? You understand? And that's exactly how white people think about us. They lazy. They don't want to work. They've been saying them stuff for years. When Moses was stopping us from doing that because he wanted us to concentrate on fixing us. Go ahead,
Khan, sir. Get you unto your burdens.
Right. Get to your burdens. And Pharaoh knew they was burdened. They know they working us to death. And they said, get to your burdens. Like we supposed to be in the kingdom, part of the kingdom, but our half got to be carrying the burdens, which is exactly what goes on in America. We carrying the burdens while they turning around enjoying life wonderfully. We carrying the burdens.
Yeah.
We working the menial jobs.
Yeah.
We working ourselves 2-3 jobs. Woman got to work a job. Kids can't even be raised properly because you working us to damn death. We getting the lowest wages, the most back-breaking work. We getting all that. You understand? Moses told them to get from that.
Right.
Go ahead.
John, if I could, sir. Like what
Please.
you're saying is so heavy. I once again, I was doing some more research on just military things and, Judah and, Israelites in the military in the land called America oppressor, right? Did you know in the 1950s in the Korean War, they had an all-black Ranger regiment. All black Ranger regiment, right? That Black Ranger regiment got so many presidential citations and awards that it was ridiculous. But what they did was, after they started conquering and really getting good at what they was doing, they broke that regiment up. The regiment amongst other white regiments, and then gave them their awards, and it went to the white regiments. So
in the white regiment.
Yes, sir. So the black regiments,
evil as shit.
that did all that work got no recognition. But when they integrated them into the white regiments, that's how they got all the recognition. And they hid it for years until it just started recently coming out.
See that?
The same thing's going on right now, General.
Right. Like how do you fight in a boxing match when the boxing match is rigged? When one fighter got lead in his gloves.
Right.
Like how do you do that? You can't do that. The fight is rigged. And that's been our life here. Our life been fighting against a rigged system. And we ended up on the bottom every time. But we're gonna call on the Father, and it's gonna change everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Was that on it, your diet? Was that it on that scripture?
Con, sir.
Okay, I yield.
One more thing, if I could, sir.
Please, General.
I was reading up on listening to some things in Vietnam, right? When they would have hooches with all brothers in the hooch.
Yes.
Over there in Vietnam, on a so-called military base, the cat testified and said he looked outside and saw a burning cross. Right in front of their hooch where they stayed at.
Dang.
Like,
You might want to explain what a hooch is.
Oh, okay. A hooch is like almost like your tent or where everybody's staying. Like, say if we got a squad and all the brothers where you at right now in Chicago, y'all all in the same squad. Y'all all stay there. That's y'all tent or y'all hooch, right? They look outside and see a burning cross.
Dang.
In Vietnam. Now you supposed to fight
in
the
Vietnam.
And
you got to fight the Vietnamese and the Klan.
Yeah. And when you really
you got to fight the Vietnamese, but you also got to come back to the barracks and fight the Klan.
Right.
Yes,
and knowing that you got to depend on that Klan for your life.
Good
fighting
night.
the Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. And it's come from back to the time of Moses, all the way up to the time of slavery, all the way up to the time of integration. From integration all the way to 2026, it's the same theme. They keep doing the same thing to us. And it ain't stopping. That's why when Trump was supposed to do some sort of military thing, and they supposed to have this black, I forgot what she was. I forgot. She's an officer, high ranking. And they ain't want him next to her because the people who voted for Trump didn't want to see a black person next to Trump. Even if she had all the qualifications.
Especially in her uniform. Because it meant that he had to respect her with dignity. Salakia, go ahead, Howard.
No, that was it, sir. That was it, sir. I yield, sir.
And Howard, what was it the Vietnam War where they was telling black people a Negro go home, not your war? Was that Vietnam?
He was doing that. And our oppressor was nervous because the Vietnamese was giving out pamphlets. Like, brother, what you fighting us for? This ain't your war. You going home and get persecuted. You need to be on our side. Yeah, because what they tell so many lies. And I found this out from my father, who was a Vietnam vet, that a lot of them units that fought hard over there, like the enemy knew you had a lot of brothers in your unit when they fought hard. Like the way they fought, you could tell the black men in that unit. They knew that. So the units that fought hard, they avoided them. They knew they was going to get their butt handed to them. It's so much stuff they hide that we did in accomplishments, and then years later they want to go and recognize us. But during the time, they hide it from us. Like, we don't do nothing. And it wasn't for us. No, if it wasn't for the Native Indians, they would not have won the war. No, not just World War II, but the Pacific War against the Japanese. If it wasn't for the Native Indians, they wouldn't have won that war. You understand what I'm saying? And find out more about the Korean War. That black regiment was giving damage to them Koreans. They was doing some damage to them cats. When for them, they wouldn't have won that war. Well, they ain't really won, but it would have been worse for them. Same thing in Vietnam. And records gonna come out later on about Afghanistan, about Iraq, you know what I mean, about Iran, Syria, and you're gonna find out that those brothers in them units doing what they did, which is why they're able to do what they do. It's gonna happen because that's just the track record.
That's right.
Damn right. And Haas, if I could, okay, like, boy, we didn't learn, and boy, we have no black leadership because also so many brothers came home from Vietnam in uniform and got beat to death.
Yes,
for having the uniform on. Like the nerve of black men after putting their life on the line and killing the enemy of America, the nerve of them to come back to America and actually be looked at as a hero, to actually be looked at with some dignity was such an insult to white people that they lynched them right on the train. They got off the train and lynched them on the train they was on. Murdered them coming off the train on the platform because they had the uniform on, which was a symbol of dignity and a symbol of, you know, becoming a hero to come back from that. I mean, and they hated it so much. And you telling me we should be joining these people? Like, that's who you, that, you know what I'm saying? That's who you working for. That's who you trying to join. That's who the politician down at some political place who's in there, you know, fighting for office. That's who he going to work for. That's who he trying to marry you to. That's who Martin Luther King was trying to tell us that we should walk together with them and let them bash our heads in, sick dogs on us and water hose on us, because eventually, even though they the evilest bastards in the world, eventually somehow they was going to become loving and kind and understanding and work together with us. Well, it's 2026. They killed that nigga, and now it's 2026. They ain't did it yet.
Yeah.
What a goddamn mistake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what a goddamn mistake. That's heavy. Oz, I hope you keep bringing out them Vietnam stories out, because that was absolutely heavy. What you brought out, man. Give it up right quick, yo. Go ahead, Mike.
I can imagine, sir. I can imagine the mindset of those soldiers who came home from war on them trains. They came home now. They were skilled. Like Haas bringing out, there was a ton of black regiments kicking ass all over the place. Wherever we go, we kick ass when we band together. So they come home with all this talent and trained killers. They could have handed them white people their asses to them when they came home. They could have. They had the skill. But because they honored that goddamn flag so much and were so proud that they would not turn their skills against these white people when they got off that train and ended up getting lynched, man, because they honored them just too much. Too much. They honored that flag and honored them to where, you know, they just on purpose was defenseless against them.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, give it up. That was so way out. That was, you know what I mean? Like, man, I didn't even consider that. The same cat that's getting lynched is also the same cat that went over there and survived in Vietnam, fought the enemy, killed the enemy, and survived. And then came back here and was such a trained monkey, so to speak, that when the white man came to do the same thing the Viet Cong was going to do, he just sat right there and got killed. Like, wow.
I don't know if you remember the story, General, or the brother who had his eyes gouged out his head. I can't remember the brother's name. He came back in his uniform.
Right.
They called the sheriff, and the sheriff took a nightstick and gouged both his eyes.
With a nightstick, not even a knife, not even a sharp instrument.
It's a famous picture of him today. I don't know if we could pull it up, but both of the brother's eyes missing.
Man, if you could find that picture, we should put a caption under that picture and put it in every school of the Israelite school, UPK. Right, that brother need to get honored, man, for that right there. Like, we should find that picture, write the caption of what happened to this brother, and frame that shit and put it on every wall in every school. Because of course, black Democrats want you to forget about it.
Exactly.
Like, white people want you, you know, black Democrats, the black politicians want you to work together and love white people, but don't want you to remember nothing that they did. And listen, and white people don't want to remember nothing they did. That's why they shot down the 1619 project. Right. They want you to stop talking about the shit they did, but meanwhile, come join them. Right. We've been fools in this place. We should be praying 3 times a day that Christ come and wipe this whole kingdom out and all the kingdoms of this earth, and he rule the earth. Because Lord knows we learn what it's like to go against the Lord. When the Lord wipe out this earth and he take over, believe me, we're going to know what happened. We're going to be like, you know what? We're going to just do whatever Christ said to do, because we ain't going to be trying to get another beat.
That's right. That's right. And listen, Natazaka Bar said in the chat, he said his brother was a Marine and that his brother honors his white counterparts more than his own flesh and blood. And that's the mindset these trained killing black and brown people come back from the war fully trained to whoop ass and handle their business, but because they learn also, like you said, General, to be killer monkeys damn near, like because they love this America and these oppressors so much after all this fighting that either they just turn their back on their own people or they allow themselves to be treated like dirt by these people.
Damn. That's his picture, man. Like that brother there, man. I could imagine. And he came back from the war.
Yes, he did.
Just to receive this kind of punishment after coming back from the war.
Damn right.
From fighting for this country to keep this country alive and on his feet.
Damn right, John.
Like you cannot give this white man enough. Like you done gave him your soul. Now you got to give your soul over to the Lord. And let him fight your battles, man.
Right.
And let him fix your life and set your life in the right direction, man.
Damn right.
Fix he'll stop the Edomites.
Right.
And why? But why should he stop them when you love him so much? And why? You know what I'm saying? Right. It'd be just like a battered wife. You see her getting beat up every day next door, but she come out every morning and say, "Good morning.
Right.
Everything is wonderful."
Yeah.
And so he'd be like, "Well, shit. I mean, maybe she like it. I don't know." Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know better. You know you're supposed to intervene, but you don't intervene because it seemed like she like it. So the same with us. Why should the Lord real quick? Why should the Lord come and deliver us when we ain't acting like we against him? We mad that we can't get in there and vote with him. We right now turning over the chairs up there in the Tennessee legislature because we can't get in and be a part of the vote.
Right.
Instead of going to the Lord and saying, "Lord, you handle this for us."
Right.
We going and arguing and fighting Esau in the Tennessee court, which he knew you was going to do, and he let you go and let them niggas vent for a little bit. This shit over with now.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And so why should the Lord come get us, man? Salaki. I yield. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Like you were saying, General, like you go to help her and say, "Hey, bro, hey, man, you shouldn't deal with her like that. She be to smack you."
Right.
You go to intervene to protect her, and she turn around, smack you. Say, "Leave us alone." Same way the Lord feel like you bring it out. Like he sent his prophets to come get you and to rescue you and teach you how to be safe. And y'all just racist. Y'all don't know nothing. I'm supposed to listen to some nigga on the corner. You know what I'm saying? They turn against us when the Lord sending us to help them. I yield, sir.
So right. So right. Was that it on that?
Yes, sir. Come on. I yield, sir.
Go ahead, you got it.
Come on, sir.
You only got one more, so give us what you got. Pick whatever one you want. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Khan. I'm not jumping in after you. Arizona cop stood and watched black man drown, but rescued drowning dog days earlier.
Damn.
Huh? Like sometimes I hear these stories that make me like what?
Listen, right. Sometimes you think your dad got the story wrong. It must be AI or something. He be having it right. He be having it right. It just blow you away because you can't believe this going on.
Double check that.
Yeah, man, right. Come. You know what I mean? Go ahead, you dad.
Khan, 11 days before the Tempe refusing to help, even as he pleaded for help. They had helped save a dog from drowning in a canal connected to the same lake.
Went and saved the dog, but left the black man to die.
I just want to say he saved the dog, but then didn't save the brother.
That's right.
Exactly.
So he jumped in the same water to save the dog, but wouldn't jump in the water to save the brother.
Now, let me flip the scenario. What happens if in a black city, all the firemen and the EMTs, the emergency medical techs, what happens if they get honored before the entire city once a year for the great work they do for black people? But then they'll go out and be heroes for black people. Like what we need a white man to save us in the river for, because we could have our own people save us. Since you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just get out the way so we could do it.
That's it.
You know how many black men, young black men, would love to be heroes, receive a good salary, be the man that come and you know how good a human you would raise if a man is going in people's houses, saving people from heart attacks, saving old women that fall down, saving a child that's choking, saving somebody that's drowning. Now you you fill the city with brothers like that and going around doing that every day. You're gonna have a good character man.
Right.
He's gonna raise a good family. And not only that, what happens if you honor him at the end of the year? Brothers and sisters out there, I want y'all to meet the men and women who have been out here saving everybody's life, black people, and presenting them brothers with that. Like, once again, man, we could love us. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no crime. I ain't got to love white people to love us.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The only reason you don't love us is because us have been taught to hate each other.
Damn right.
And love them. And we need to teach us to love us again. You know what I mean? Like for the people that do those things. That's why big shout out to all the camps that go out and do those amazing food drives, clothing drives. You understand? Like, if black people was in their right mind, you'd be heroes. You'd be like, they'd be looking at you like a phenomenon. Big, strong black men, they ain't getting high. They out here feeding us. What's going on? Like, they're supposed to be looking at it like it's amazing. You know what I mean? They supposed to be getting together and honoring y'all for what you do. We the unsung heroes of the black and Latino community. We the only ones willing to come as hard as we come up against the empire. Don't give a damn how racist the president is. Our life was already spent the day we woke up in this truth. We already knew we was dead then, so now we dead with Christ. Bro, it don't even matter. You understand? So, you know what I mean? Where's the honor for that? Where's the honor for, and then you wouldn't have drug dealers. Like, why would you want to become a drug dealer when you could be a hero EMT, make the same money, or a hero cop, or a hero whatever? Why would you do that? A woman wouldn't want to strip on a pole when she could be honored for the great motherhood that she does. You understand? Like, why isn't a good foster care mother being honored every year in every city? Here's Mrs. Betty so-and-so. She took in Jimmy, and she took in Alan, and she raised Jimmy and Alan and fed them and clothed them. And look at Jimmy and Alan now. They just went in their first year of college. Please honor her, blah, 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 blah. We can't even show our people what to honor no more. We can't even show our people what is great works anymore. You got to shut your mouth while Sexy Red teach your daughter that great works is bouncing your ass in front of a man so that he get hypnotized. And then you go, while you in the midst of your sexual lust, you ask him for a car or an apartment or something like that. That's honorable in this world. And that gives the white man such joy because he wants you to be a dishonorable, filthy, disgusting people. He do not want you to be honorable and dignified and carry yourself in the way that you should. That bothers him. It bothers him because he knows he's immoral. And any immoral sociopath don't want to be exposed. He want you to be looked at as the immoral sociopath. He want to be looked at as the innocent, righteous man, even though he's the wicked one. It cannot be that way. I yield. Y'all want to jump in?
If I could just... Kazak Ahmad said in the chat, he reminded us that Captain Ra'im and Officer Blackwatch saved that little black child that fell in the pond at the VA branch. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Like they the true heroes. We the true heroes, man. And that's if we had our own.
Jumped in that water, did the long stroke. Ryan went in that water, did the long stroke. You know what I mean? Malak went in there and jumped in there, did the backstroke. They rolled up and snatched that little boy up out of there, huh? Like let black men be who they supposed to be. Damn right. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody had to tell Ra'im to jump in there. He did it because he was in the right spirit. Damn right. Ain't nobody had to tell Malak to do that. He was in the right spirit. Right. You put the right spirit in them, and they'll do whatever has to be done. That's it. We don't have to be like we 2026. Cap Salaga. My brain, two different thoughts. Cap, I know your name. Oh, okay. I'm trying to tell you two different thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Why I paused on. But Cap, check it out.
Yes, sir.
How is it you gonna have men in the city and can't have the honor and dignity they supposed to have.
Right.
It can't be, you can't function like that, right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me if I'm you coach young men, you know you can't do that with them. They got to get right, and then you can coach them.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So Salaki, I yield. Right. Y'all got it.
Sorry, so we got the footage too if you want to see it. Sorry, so we got the footage.
I think that was the last story. You got some footage?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Nothing physical happened today. No, who is that guy over there? That's my husband, and he's
okay. I see his
by his ancestral traditional laws.
Where do you guys usually stay at?
Sorry, no problem. We're staying around here. Really.
Pipefall 12, the subject that Pipefall 11 was running was jumped in the lake and was trying to swim away.
He was trying to run from the cops?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay.
What's the story?
You see how casual they are? They're unconcerned.
What made him go in the water, Marah or Yedaya? If y'all know,
I'm not sure. We might gotta read the story to find out.
Yeah, we come back with it next week, y'all. All right. Let's go and wrap it up. I want to thank the heavy hitters for coming through. Give it up for General Muhammad up in the building, fam. Give it up for General Monica Allah up in the building, man. Give it up for General Hazayan up in the building, man. Heavy hitters on deck. I'm up here doing it out from Chicago. Please give it up to Captain Mawakwa holding it down Midwest style, man. And all his captain. I got to name all of them next time. I get Captain Hood. You'll be like, General ain't named me. I'm Captain. They all big. I'm just saying Mawakwa and all his big head niggas up in here. And up here running this Midwest with all his power and all this. I don't know why y'all gave me so many ranks to give them, goddamn. But anyway, they down here with all this power. They trying to raise up and bring brothers in. So big shout out to him as well. Got to give a big shout out to my behind the scenes crew. Officer Marah, Officer Yedaya, Officer Ibada, y'all, Officer Matham, y'all. They absolutely dynamic. And got to give it up to Captain Mawakwa's behind the scene crew. They trying to outshine y'all, Marah. Y'all stay on your game. They trying to do me up. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? They keep trying to show me how bad they are. Y'all stay on your game. You know, we hold that title. Y'all can't let them get them. I'm going on. No, man.
They got a good crisp video of you, General. You clear and crisp.
Oh, come on, man. You trying to hurt my game.
Salaki Marah.
Big shout out. What you say, Marah? Was that you, Muhammad?
I said Salaki Marah.
Yeah. Big shout out to them, man. They do an amazing job, man, moving from city to city. You know what I mean? Getting good videos out, man. Getting this word out, man, to the brothers and sisters, you understand, because they absolutely need it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. So I want to thank everybody for coming through. Napata's his team got us behind the scenes, man. All my research team holding us down, man. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. We'll do it up again with Captain Mashak Mayan over there from D.C., and I'll see y'all next Monday. We'll do it up again live. I'll be back in the Philly Dilly. Hopefully by then. See y'all live next time, man. The water for coming out, fam. Shalom.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahawashi they ought to love one another.